Hey you guys. Hi Booty. Say hi. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry that I am coming on here like the next day. What an amazing group this has been. I'm just so humbled and blown away by all of you, and I just wanted to pop on here really quickly and just give you a little bit of a rundown of who I am and how this really connects with gut health and holistic wellness and what does that all mean. And so I'm going to try to keep this super short and sweet. I just got home from the gym. I'm super sweaty. But my name is Steph View, and I use Soul as well. This is my business. I came from a different company, and I for years and years have been really just into fitness and wellness and health and empowering women and helping people get healthy and teaching about, why is this so important? Why is supplementation so important? And the reason why supplementation is so important is because we are exposed to a lot of dangerous chemicals and toxins in the United States. That's just how it is. Our labeling entities and the FDA are very, very, very loose, and things that are like banned in other countries are allowed in our everyday stuff. Our food, our products, our hair products, our soaps, are everything, and usually the kid products are even worse, which is so frightening. And so it's so very important to really start to educate ourselves into knowing that it's so important of what we're fueling our bodies, and especially our kids, because our kids have been exposed since second one to the different airborne toxins that are going on. And then, of course, they're exposed to the things that we're eating, which are filled with chemicals. And then, people say to me, well, we buy organic everything. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. But how do you know it's organic? You don't. Again, with the labeling and the regulations in the United States, anybody can say they're organic or anybody can buy that label. But the fact of the matter is how do you know that farm is not just flooded with toxins and chemicals and pesticides, say from a farm right next to that farm? Or how do you know that there's not a plant that's down the road that's excreting just tons and tons and tons of chemicals, hey girl, that are going into that organic farm, right? So these are the reasons why, even as early as like the 1970s, you guys, the nutritional value of our foods here in America is very poor, okay? So if you lived in Costa Rica, if you lived somewhere where you could just go and just pick some of this fruit right off of a tree and eat it and know that there's no chemicals being used, and you know what I'm saying, that's a different story, but that's not the case here in the United States. So supplementation is key. Supplementation that is pure is key. Okay, I have done a lot of research. I have researched every company. If you come to me with any single company, I can tell you all about it, okay? I am a holistic wellness and gut health specialist. This is my job. It is very important to me, especially from the company that I was at before, because although there was a great product that was used, it was a product, right? We're not all the same. We all have our own needs. And so there is not one single product out there that is going to fix everybody. There's just not. There's no way that's going to happen. So what happened was they switched the formulation of that product that was at one time really, really amazing. And when I started doing my research, because I needed something for myself, but also my community. I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that were waking up every single day. They were working out and meditating and eating clean and following all the rules, yet they had all of this anxiety and anger. I had a bunch of anger. I was angry with my little guy, angry. That is not what this is. I'm not working so hard on myself and for all my people to be angry, right? It's not how it has to be. Is it very, very common? Absolutely. Are our hormones all jacked up? Absolutely. But look, we need to take charge right now. It's so important. I started this almost a year ago, you guys, and if I would have written down on paper the things that I was feeling and what I was going through with my hormones, with my rage, with my anxiety, and then read them to you right now, I don't have anxiety anymore. I have had anxiety my entire life. I just had anxiety. I was short with, I was short. I was kind of like a hard ass. I was, it just was me. And like, it's not me anymore. In my whole journey, like with the Lord and with praying over an answer to what was going on a year ago, that's how this all happened for me. And so anyways, this has provided me with helping not only those hundreds of families that I was already working with, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more. And it's actually provided me with, I'll be making 6 figures at the end of this year. And that's because we work with a lot of practitioners. I am a holistic wellness and gut health specialist. So what we have to offer as a team together, it's unlike anything else that's out there. We're actually also working with a bunch of naturopaths, and we're working with a bunch of people that are still using products that maybe they're good products. Maybe they don't have the pharmaceutically backed ingredients. A lot of doctors are prescribing things that are full of ingredients and chemicals and toxins still. A lot of prenatals, a lot of probiotics, all of those things with chemicals. That's totally defeating the whole purpose of taking a prenatal or a probiotic or anything else for that matter. So all of this is just super, super, super important. The fact that our plants are pure, 100% pure. People are like, what about the GRAS standards and what about your oils and all of this? Like, it doesn't even compare. Like, what the United States calls, let me get my nails done. What is a high standard in the United States? We blow that away. It is so important to our company and the integrity of what we offer that there just is no comparison. And we have that third-party verification for that reason. So anyways, thank you for being here. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Most likely, a number of you are right now using products that have chemicals in them that you have sensitivities to. That's another thing. A lot of companies are getting wind of holistic wellness and gut health and how important that is. And so they'll say that. They'll say like, oh, we promote gut health. But then they have like lactose and they have gluten and they have all of these other chemicals and ingredients, I should say, that most of the American population has sensitivities or allergies to. So if you're taking a product that's full of stuff that you have sensitivities or allergies to, you're never gonna lose the weight, which by the way, you guys, it's not about losing weight, it's about losing that inflammation. It's about getting all of that inflammation out of your system, right? That's inflammation, rosacea, bumps, rashes, all of those are humongous red flags that your body is giving you, that you're taking things that are bad for your body. What starts to happen is people start to get diagnosed with autoimmune diseases. Oh, maybe you have lupus. Maybe you have Lyme's disease. And then what do? They put you on rounds and rounds and rounds of medications to treat that. That's not how it's supposed to be, you guys. Doctors and specialty doctors, they always serve a purpose, and they can run labs that I can't run. Obviously, I can't take your blood, but what I can do is I can get you off of the medications you're on by using the pure plants that we have to offer. What I can do is I can tell you nutrition and plants as food versus chemicals and pharmaceuticals that ruin your gut. That's what I can do. These people that are being diagnosed with these different types of autoimmune diseases, it goes from one to the next to the next to the next, because that's just how it is, because they can't figure it out, because they keep prescribing medications. Every time you go on a round of antibiotics, your gut, it can take up to 6 months just to rekindle. So if you're constantly on medications, it doesn't ever get to rekindle. It's just making up a stew that's stewing and stewing and stewing and stewing and stewing. And it gets very scary. And that's the same thing with our kids, you guys. What happens with kids is they start to get diagnosed with ADHD. And then it turns into, you know what the big thing right now is? Borderline autism. Borderline autism, that just means that they're so exposed to different things that their little tummies they're freaking out. It's the things that we're feeding them. It's the things that we're putting into their mouths. It's the medications that they're being prescribed. It's the probiotics in the kids aisle that's full of stuff. That is what's giving kids ADHD and borderline autism. Borderline autism is the same diagnosis that an adult is going to get of maybe it's lupus. Maybe it's Lyme's disease. It's the same thing. All that is they're saying, we don't know, so we're just going to keep prescribing medications. And now you're putting that spoon in that pot, and you're stirring that pot, and now your poor little ones that are 5 years old, 6 years old, their stew is stewing up, and it's stewing up, and it's stewing up, and they're going to be categorized as a naughty kid, and it's not their fault, you guys. It's not their fault, okay? So anyways, as you can see, I'm very passionate about this. Hey. Sorry, I have my hand over it because then sometimes I like get way off track. So I can see things going on. So I'm not ignoring you guys. But anyways, this is really, truly my passion. And if you need help or have questions, the Calm Kids package is something that our team created because the Vital and Renew are so huge. The kids and adults, we all need Vital. We all need that chlorophyll. We need those trace minerals. That's going to replace any multivitamin, you guys. Stop with the gummies. Stop with the kit probiotic. Stop with all of these things that you're going to CVS for. Even sometimes if you're going to the health food store, and even sometimes if you're going to see a naturopath, you guys, they have their best interest, but that doesn't mean that they have the best products, right? It might be a part of a good product, but usually there's still fillers, okay? So be very, very, very aware of that. Also, with our price point, you just cannot beat it. You cannot. There is no comparison out there. Trust me, I've looked for people. I tell people to look themselves. Go ahead and do your research. But you will not find something that compares. And, that's important to us, and that's important to our company. It's important for our littles. So anyways, that Calm Kids package, it is a steal, you guys. They get the Vital, they get the Renew, they get that Calm Bar. What is so empowering about that Calm Bar, you guys, is because since it's not just it's not the essential oil in a bottle, it's on a little tiny roll. It's a little lotion bar, like a little tiny deodorant. And so you can give that to your kid, and you can be like, you know what, this is your special bar. This is your special lotion. This is for you. This is for when you need this. If you're feeling a little bit, uneasy, or if you're feeling a little too excited or whatever, you can use this bar when you need to use it. That is super empowering, you guys. They feel grown up. They feel like they're a part of it. Instead of being like, you need to drink this green stuff, don't make them drink the green stuff. First, let them smell it. They're going to think it smells amazing because, again, they're not exposed to 30 years of chemicals, so their little nose will pick up that nutrition, and it'll smell really good to them. And then also, put it in a dark cup. Put it in one of those steel cups, or put it in one of those cups where they can't see that it's green. That's a hot tip. Let them just taste it. Let them smell it. Let them see how awesome it is. Within a day or two, their little tiny bodies are just going to literally absorbs all of that nutrition. You will see a change in a couple of days, just in a couple of days. Now, that doesn't mean you just do it a couple of days and quit, right? This is something that you want to keep that standard with them. The probiotic, we feed their bellies. I did a video last night. It was hilarious. My kid was literally throwing his probiotic all over his tummy. It looked like somebody had an accident on his belly. But involve them in what you're doing and why you're doing it. Tell them why. Why is this important? Why is this lotion bar important? Why is this important? Because you don't want your kids to be judged, and you don't want to be judged. You're not crazy. The people that keep getting diagnosed with autoimmune diseases, they start to be told that they're crazy and that they're bipolar, and then they get put on more medications. You guys, nobody's crazy, okay? Everybody is just fine, and we have the gift right here to turn all of that around. And so anyways, reach out to me, or definitely if you're catching the replay on this, ask any questions that you may have. Super excited to have you all here. The dog now is bringing me toilet paper rolls. I'm hiding in my son's bedroom right now. But this is very, very important, and thank you for taking the time for yourself and your family to get educated on some of this stuff. Have a really good day.